And we're off.
Yes, sir.
Another episode is starting right now.
Another one bites the dust.
All right. And so this one is gonna be about what? Go ahead, let them know.
A little thing called Crisis on Infinite Earths.
This is a little show. I don't know if you heard about it, but
Yeah, it's sort of like a pretty big crossover. You know, if you guys don't
kind of a big deal
for you DC fans,
dude, or just comic book fans. Anything like, dude, it's kind of it's fucking awesome. It took us a little longer to get through it, just because we had to get it on the app and waiting for Wi-Fi and whatnot.
Yeah, but basically for the people that don't know what we're talking about, for all the viewers, is on Netflix there's a series of shows and they're DC related, and they recently came out with a crossover series with, I think it's like 5 or 6 shows.
Yeah, it should be like 5 shows, dude.
And
if you're not watching them, then you don't fucking know. You don't belong here, okay? There's no way you're gonna catch up. So let's just get into it. First it starts off with Harbinger.
Arrow. Well, like the people that are in it, like Arrow.
First off, Harbinger. She's like going around to all the Arrowverses. She's going around to all the fucking universes.
The Earths.
Hey, you know what was funny about that too? I noticed is like she got tired of her job like really quick.
Hell yeah, because you gotta go to
she was like
Infinite Earths.
He's like, who are you? It's like the crisis is here. Like they had like a good conversation, and then towards the end, it was like
after
they were like, "Who are you?" She's like, "Let's just fucking go. I'm tired of talking, dude." Like, dude, yeah, that was great.
The thing that I really liked, DC, they really got to the shits. Honestly, like the first episode.
Yeah, dude.
And if you haven't seen, click and don't watch this if you haven't seen, because we are going to spoil.
Yes,
there is
spoiler
no
alert,
beating around it. Like, if you haven't seen it, I suggest you or recommend you go see it. Any shows from Arrow to Supergirl to Legends to Black Lightning to
a lot of them. Back into it. It's so Harbinger comes and she's like taking everybody, and then they wipe out those universes, or no, not automatically, but the first ones to go was Supergirl's, like her family, right, where her mom was and shit. So Supergirl's mom died, and then it looked like Superman died with his Lois Lane, and then apparently they got off last second, and I was like, oh shit, okay. And then they sent his son,
because what's her name, Lila, teleported them last second,
but they didn't show it. Tricky fuckers. Huh. And then they went to go find their son on a different Arrowverse. Arrow saved the kid, but he was in a weird fucking mind state.
Yeah,
he was like all fucking. He was fucked up, man.
Yeah, it was hella good. Like, I just like how they all the characters have a deep, like, the characters in these, like, as opposed to like Marvel.
Because we've been kind of keeping up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you more than me. Like, I don't think I've watched. I haven't finished like the rest of Supergirl. I like the first few seasons. I haven't watched Batwoman yet. No, I've seen a couple episodes, and that's it though. Like, I've watched all the other ones.
Yeah.
So first episode, fucking, they're getting ready for this big battle on Earth 38, right? That's where they got to make their stand.
I think it is Earth 38.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And so they make that stand, and they're just waiting for these freaking these shadow demons. And dude, there's like hundreds of thousands, probably millions of them, dude. And
I would say a good million, probably 5 million around there. Like, it looks like infinite, honestly, but you can't really see because they're inside a building, and it's looking out over a couple of windows.
And there's only so much you can do, man. Like, even Superman with all his fucking strengths and powers, like, they were straight up using like their heat vision, and I don't know if he used ice breath yet, but like that's all he was using, like him and Supergirl. And it was like, fuck, dude, like there's just too many. And then Arrow saves billions of lives because he he waits till the very last second that he could, and then I like that they killed him off the first episode. I was like, fuck, they pulling out the big guns. And then and so that was the first one. It was like there was a huge ass battle. Like they didn't.
Yeah, that was the thing that I liked. Is
dude, it was like nonstop. I had anxiety the whole first episode.
I was actually,
it was fucking epic.
I was actually surprised on how much action was in the first episode.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Yeah, dude. Hella action. So Arrow dies in the first one. It's pretty much they just like they're watching Earths get taken out.
And they're fighting for this Earth, and then they're like that's when they're on that rooftop, right?
And then they fucking fail.
Yeah, and then the dude's like, this Earth's gonna get demolished, we need to leave, and then he basically teleports everybody but Arrow.
Oh, the Monitor.
Yeah.
Are they working together or what?
Yeah.
Because he got confused. He was like, we need to talk right now.
Well, and then at the end of the third,
he was like, you said I was gonna die.
At the end of the third episode, he's fighting Lila.
At the end of the third episode?
Yeah.
Fuck, I might have missed it. I don't know. I think if we go in order, it'll come back to me.
But
my mind is so gone right now. But in the second one, they find out about what do they call them? There's 7 of them. 7 Paragons.
Yeah, the Paragons. Basically, like
that would have helped to know on the first episode, dude. Dude.
Yeah,
like why didn't you go get everybody in the first episode? But yeah, they go and start fighting these people. But Arrow's daughter, she didn't want to go, so she goes back. Oh, which is gonna be fucking sick because the original Spectre, he's in the afterlife. He's almost like omnipotent, kind of. Like he's just like can warp time and space and shit. And he's sent to like just like wipe out crime, and he came to him before they could take him back with John Constantine, which is fucking badass. One of my favorites.
John Constantine's a beast,
dude. He's so good in that. John Constantine, man. He does it hella good. I wish they would bring in Zatanna. She's another like a magician. She's the girl. You'd know her if you've seen her.
The girl with the animal spirits?
No.
No?
No, she wears a big ass top hat and sexy little thing. I don't know. But that'd be cool to bring her in on John Constantine. A little mashup. But no, yeah. And so he tells that's how you know Arrow's gonna come back as a Spectre, because Spectre can go in between worlds and stuff, like afterlife and stuff like that. Like I said, he's like almost omnipotent, kind of. He can. It's a weird thing.
I think them bringing him back in the second one, and then
in the last 2 episodes,
and then finding like his soul again. Like, I don't
know. This to be the Spectre, you have to give up your soul. Either you can. So the way the Spectre worked is like that original guy who came up and I'm forgetting his name right now. He's like you can either go to Earth and you can just be a good guy there, just be like a fucking hero, or you can have peace and be dead forever. And then that original Spectre, he was like nah, I'd rather go back to Earth so he can save the woman that he loves, but he can't love her because like he's not a part of that world technically, you know. Like and so
okay, so it's like
so he's gonna come back like that, and it's gonna be we're watching year 1. But no, it's gonna be sick as fuck for him to come back. There was also one where Green Lantern was a Spectre in one of the comics. I was like, fuck, man. They should bring in some Green Lanterns.
I actually like like I was telling you before off camera. One of my favorite parts was that I was surprised about was them like trying to turn Superman against each other, because there's 2 Supermans.
Yeah, because John Cryer comes back as a. See, like I said, I didn't finish Supergirl, and he was Lex Luthor in those, and so he came back, and hands down, he's the best Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he has like
he didn't have a lot of competition between like Smallville, which was a good one, and the Batman vs Superman, which is the fucking worst.
Yeah,
I hated that so much.
He did really good.
Dude, he did perfect.
He has a bigger role than I thought he would, actually.
Yeah. This is the way. Yeah, I like the whole Superman fight scene, dude. It was done really good.
Because even with what are the people what's his name? The League of Shadows. He's not even in the crossover yet.
League of Shadows.
The
Ra's al Ghul.
Oh,
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, him or like
He'll probably be in Batwoman.
Yeah,
in some way. I don't know if we'll be in a crossover.
I just know these first 3 episodes were crazy. Like,
oh yeah, the thing we didn't like that we were talking about was Batman,
the
right?
Fucking Batman shit that
Batman.
they did.
Yeah, it was
They
like
had Robin in there though in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, he's
that
like,
was
holy
cool.
Crimson Skies, that one, yeah, for the campy one, yeah. And then yeah, he died pretty quick. That was his cameo.
Get a good 30 seconds in.
Yeah. Yeah. But that Batman one was horrible, dude. It was cool to see Kevin Conroy in there because he's probably one of my favorite Batmans because, like, dude, we grew up watching the fucking animated series. I think we had it on VHS. So yeah, we pretty much no. It was just I don't know. I didn't like it the way they made him a bad guy. Like I like that he was a bad guy, but just the way he did it was like, I think it wasn't written good, or he didn't.
Yeah, it just didn't come off like natural.
Yeah,
like I didn't like the rollout that they had of him. Like just his behavior. Like he was mad, he was bitter, and then he has like a mechanical piece holding his body together, and then like,
well, that's actually in the future. He's supposed to be like that. It's in the Kingdom Come comics. It's like further in the future. That's why it's what do you call it? It's a parallel Earth, but set in the future, like that. Just like the Superman, the black one, how he lost everybody.
But like, he's in this one now.
Yeah, like, they're parallel but future. If you can, if you
tell the difference between,
if you can grasp that concept.
That shit's too hard. Yeah, I couldn't imagine even writing this shit.
I think they had to go that way with Kevin Conroy because they were like, hey man, if you're not in this fucking suit, you're gonna have to learn something. He's like, I'm not learning anything.
Yeah, because
it was just cool. I was actually watching it for a second. I was like closing my eyes. I was like, oh yeah, there you are, Batman. No, what was cool was his little mantle of everything he had, trophies. Like he fucking killed the Justice League and shit. It was a cool story and it was a cool concept. It just didn't come off like I don't think it came off like they wanted it to. Yeah, it was real dumb. I didn't like it. It was cool to see Kevin Conroy in there though, and just like everybody's cameos were cool. Oh, fucking Tom Welling's cameo, the Smallville one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That shit was sick, dude. At first,
that fool's hella buff, dude. I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah,
like, why are you so ripped? You're not even Superman no more.
Yeah, at first when I seen that scene, I was hella let down, dude, that he wasn't gonna be Superman. And then when the scene was over, I could appreciate it. That it was like, oh, that's
because of the reason.
It was like the perfect fucking ending to Smallville, just to like tie that in. I was like, oh fuck. And now I just hella like it. Like it's so warm in the middle of my chestal section. It just sits there like, oh,
it's closure.
Yeah, it's a big fucking ribbon on fucking Smallville, dude. And he was like, how Lex Luthor pulled out the kryptonite.
Yeah,
and then he said, he's like
playing with
he's
it.
like, what the fuck? He said, you're not Lex.
Tom Welling's probably one of the top Supermans.
Yeah, he probably didn't have enough time to get in like Superman shape too, you know, even if he wanted to. So it's like, because Brandon Routh, he's been playing the Atom, so he's had to been kind of in shape, and his suit was kind of padded too, you can tell.
Yeah.
So there was that. No, I hella liked it. I hella liked that ending for Smallville right there.
What else? In the third one,
is where they go find that human aspect. He's like the seventh Paragon or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's that Chinese guy.
It's your boy Chris. What's up,
He's
dude?
Like,
hey Chris, did you watch Infinite or Crisis on Infinite Earths yet? Go ahead now.
He's what is he? He's not Hope Paragon, but the I know he's the last Paragon, but it was kind of. I just thought it was kind of weird that they put a regular, like, I understand that it was a human amongst them, but like he just didn't really resonate like the other Paragons, because like they're all like,
I think that's the point.
Badass.
I think that's the point of it, though.
yeah,
Is like he's put there to remind everybody of what they're fighting for.
yeah.
Hey, Lex Luthor was a badass though when he got a hold of that book. He's
Yeah,
you know what Lex Luthor is? He's like the fucking Loki of that DC
Of
world.
Marvel.
Yeah, because remember when they were going back in Endgame and he took the fucking cube?
Yeah.
It's exactly what fucking Lex Luthor is. He said, "Bye, bitches." He was like,
Yeah. Well, he's there with them now.
yeah, he is at the end. So how it ended, man,
'Cause
was fucking crazy.
The ending is pretty much Earth 1 gets hit by this energy wave that's destroying Earths, and whatever his name is,
I don't know, but he's from the Flash, right?
yeah,
he can only, because he's the one who set this all in motion, and so he's like, I can only bear witness, and he's like, oh, I know what I can do, and he sends everybody to this fucking outside time and space thing. I forget what it's
the
called,
Flashpoint
or something like that.
No, the Vanishing Point.
There you go.
And basically it's like the spot between like, what is it, outside of time and space.
Yeah, and so they're not affected by it, and I thought that was hella cool. So yeah, and when Superman started like fucking dying or whatever, like initially I was like, oh shit, he's losing his powers because like no yellow sun, you know, and he might be, you know, becoming human or something.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then he's like disguised as Lex Luthor. That shit was legit, dude. And so I like the way they set all that up.
Dude, I can't wait for them to fucking be like in January. Those next 2 episodes are gonna be legit. Like,
I just still don't understand how Lex like still like disguised himself, like, cause wasn't he trapped in that fucking thing? He was trapped in that little prison force field.
oh yeah, he was, because you tried to walk out, huh?
Yeah.
And then he like got mad because he couldn't, because it was like,
Hey, what about that scene though with when Batwoman was, cause when she killed Bruce Wayne, and then took his kryptonite, remember?
oh yeah,
Yeah, and then she had the kryptonite, and she was telling Supergirl not to fucking open the book. And then you could see her with the kryptonite.
yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, no,
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude, that's crazy.
Nah, but it's cool. Like, dude, the way they did those two is like perfect. Super. It's like so parallel to fucking Batman and Superman's rivalry / partnership. It's just like a love-hate thing or what, kind of whatever. And then because she's like, she doesn't want to use the kryptonite, but she's like, I'll fucking have to if I need to, in her head.
Yeah.
And then she's persuading her not to do it, like she's using her smarts, and then Supergirl's like, I can handle it, but Batwoman's like, no, we kind of need you if something goes wrong. And I hella like that she used her smarts and she didn't like antagonize her. And then later on she told her, she like pretty much like, hey, I was gonna fucking kill you, I have this kryptonite.
Yeah.
And then that's where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you are hope and you are courage, because she's like, it's like a little girly moment. It's cute, I guess.
That's cute.
Yeah.
No, we want death and blood. No, but
I would have liked to see how she would have used that though.
Yeah, that was
that
one
thing
thing
and just
where
like, wow.
I kind of wanted to see like conflict between them, like just like maybe more than just Superman versus Superman.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, at this point, it's kind of,
dude, Brandon Routh back in like the Blue. Holy fuck, it's so good. Yeah, he's hella good Superman. I'm glad he got to like kind of like redeem his role. I didn't really hate Superman Returns. I just think he wasn't given the chance, like given the writing and stuff like that. And
yeah,
it was just weird. It didn't all flow together. But this one, yeah, I hella like it. I wonder if he's done for good being Superman in this one.
maybe.
Yeah.